Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're all staying healthy and safe and well during this crazy time. Happy Halloween. It's now November 1st, so I hope that you all had a nice, safe weekend. I'm going to be showing you the new Super Puff. So a couple videos ago, I'll link it somewhere here and down below, I had done a review on the Super Puff. So I currently have 3 Super Puffs. I have the long matte black, I have the high gloss regular, and then I just picked up the liquid shine shorty. And in that video, I had mentioned that I had bought my mom the new long black matte version. And quite a few people on that video and on Instagram had asked me, hey, like, when you get it, can you possibly do a review on it? I want to see what changes have been made for the new version for this year. And so I actually gave this to my mom a couple of weeks ago. So this is it right here. She hasn't worn it yet because it just hasn't been cold enough here in Vancouver. So I asked her if I could borrow it really quickly and just sort of show the differences, because there are differences. And I think you should note that, because if you go into the store, like when I went into the store, I ordered this on September 30th, I think. My friend, who is also my SA, she had ordered in a bunch of different ones for me to try on, and some of them are last year's model, so the older model, and there are differences. So if you go into the store, please be aware that there might be some old models on the floor, and you definitely want the new one because there are changes and improvements, and I feel like the new version is way better than the older version that I have. Now, I got mine in 2018, but even the one that I picked up last year, the high gloss one, there's also some differences. So I'm gonna go over the differences with you, and then I will try them on as well and sort of show you the differences. Hers is in a triple extra small because my mom is tiny, and then mine is in a double extra small, so you might see a little bit of difference in sizing. So I'm gonna lay them both out side by side, and then we'll go through all the differences with them right now. So here they are side by side. On this side here is my old one from 2018, and this one is the new one that is out now for the winter of 2020, I guess 2021. You might be able to see some obvious differences right away. Like I said, my mom's is a size smaller. So let's delve a little bit deeper into why this one is better. So the first thing that I can tell you the difference, and I don't know if you can spot it here, but there is a difference in the fabric. This fabric, maybe, I was thinking maybe it's because mine is older, but there is a change that my friend did tell me about. So this fabric from the old one's super, super duper soft, whereas this one is very soft, but it feels a little bit different. This one feels a little bit sort of sturdier. I did order her the Cotton Tech one to begin with, which almost felt like it was made out of parka material. I would almost say that this one's sort of in between that and this, but my friend did say that there is a special coating that they put over the fabric to prevent all of this. See, all like, mine's so terrible. Like, there's so much of the feathers coming out of my one. So apparently what she told me is that they have coated this now so that there should be minimal to almost like no sort of feather loss. Now, granted, typically with any sort of jacket that has down, there's going to be some loss in it, but apparently she was saying that this new coating has fixed the problem, and that's what's really new and improved about this version, and why I think I might even invest in getting this newer one. The tops, they are pretty much the same. You can see the TNA symbol there. Like, look at all the feathers coming out of mine. And then the TNA symbol here. This one is just a little bit more reflective. I don't know if you can see the difference between the two. So the new one is a little bit more reflective, which is kind of cool. The next difference you're going to see is the draw cord here. This is the old one, nothing. The draw cord on the new one just has the TNA logo, which is a small detail, but I also like that. This one, they're the same. You can take the hood off, the same with the new version there. You can take the hood off. This is also new. It says the Super Puff here, whereas on the old one, it says TNA. So really it just depends on what you like, whether you like it to say TNA or you like it to say Super Puff. The next difference with the new one, you can see the buttons say TNA, and that's the same with my Liquid Shine. My Liquid Shine is actually like a shiny button, whereas with the old one, it's just the same sort of matte black. But other than that, for the top parts, I would say that that's the same. You can almost see, like, I feel like you can see a difference in the fabric right here. You can just see that this one just seems like it's better. Again, because mine might be older. And then the next difference that you're gonna see, a change with the new one, is going to be, it's gonna have this thumb hole here. And so this is just nice if it's really, really cold, then you can, when you put your hands through it, I'll show you in the try on, this just keeps the heat in and the cold from sort of staying out. But so this is new. They have this like little thumb hole, whereas with the old one, there's no thumb hole. There's a little bit of difference in the fabric too between these two. I was looking, the fabric on the outside is the same, it says. It's like a nylon, a special nylon from Japan, but there's a little bit difference in the trim. I think it's just the amount of nylon that's in it, or elastane that's in it, sorry. And then other than that, virtually there's no sort of other changes that you can really like see on the outside. So there's the buttons that go along the side there. There's the same on that side. And then the inside, there's a few sort of changes. So let me show you those. I also brought my high gloss shine out. So this is the one from 2018. This is from 2019. And then this is the 2020. So you can kind of see the difference on the inside with all three. So this one just says TNA, not a lot of writing. That one says TNA, the Super Puff at the top. And then the inside is sort of similar to the new one with all the extra writing. And then this one here just says the Super Puff, and then down there it says TNA. They all have the inside pockets. There's one inside pocket that's sort of lined with that nice sort of soft fabric. So looking at them a little bit closer now. So the original one I got was made in China, whereas these two were made in Vietnam, so I guess maybe they switched over last year. But one difference I will notice is this says TNA here. It's just sort of well made, whereas in my original one, it's like these cheapy kind of button closures. Let's check this new, it's the same with this one too. It's sort of those cheapy kind of black button closures. Sorry, I'm like crawling all over the ground trying to do this. So that's sort of one of the differences, other than the writing. So like I said, the TNA there, whereas this one just has TNA there. So I guess they're just going with the new, where it says the Super Puff long. And like I said, this one is a size sort of smaller. So I thought I would show you a really quick side-by-side because this is last year's version. And so last year's version does say the Super Puff. It doesn't say just TNA, but it's the writing that's a little bit different. So this writing here, you can see it's just a little bit different from this writing here. I don't know if I can get it. There you go. So it's just sort of like the updated writing, but this one as well doesn't have the little TNA sort of logo on the buttons either. And then it also, like I was saying before, doesn't have the little thumb hole. So if you are at Aritzia and you are looking at getting a Super Puff, the main things to know if you are getting the new sort of 2020 version, I would say, is look for the thumb hole. That's going to be your first sign. And like I said, my Liquid Shine also has it. And then look at the buttons and make sure they say TNA, because especially if you're getting the matte version, I haven't noticed any shedding with my Liquid Shine, but my original matte version has so much shedding. It's terrible. I did send them in a customer complaint as well, but they're just like, oh, it's too far out of the return period. But like, look at that shedding that I have going on. Sort of everywhere. It started right away, and then I also have this pilling. Do you see this gross kind of pilling as well? So I'm really happy to know that they updated the fabric. They've put a coating on it to sort of prevent that. And like I said, there is definitely a difference in the feel between the two. So if you are looking, definitely get the new version, not last year's version. So here is the old version, the 2018 version, in a size extra, extra small. So you can see where it hits me. It hits below the knee. I am 5'5" and about 115 pounds. I feel like this is perfect. It's still roomy. Like I have a lot of room here, and I can definitely wear a thicker sweater if I need to. Arm length is really nice. This part here kind of always sticks out now. You can see how far it sort of hits out. You can kind of push it in a little bit like that, but then it just bunches up. So just know that this kind of sticks out a little bit. This one is very, very soft. Like I said, the fabric definitely feels different. Noise level, it's okay. It's not very noisy at all compared to like the liquid shine or the high gloss shine. So here it is on me. So you can sort of see where it hits me, the length. You can see that it's pretty like spacious as well. So here is the triple extra small on me. You can see where it hits me. It hits at the knees. So the double extra small is definitely a little bit longer. This one is also more snug. You can see I can still zip it up, but it just doesn't feel comfortable under the underarms, and I couldn't wear like a thicker sort of sweater with it. I do really like the addition of this thumb hole. It's just nice to keep some warmth in if you need to. The fabric definitely feels different. This one is a little bit noisier. It feels way more substantial. I'm not gonna lie, it just feels better. So my mom hasn't worn this out yet, but she did try it on in the house, and there's no pilling, whereas with my, or not pilling, but no feathers being lost, whereas with mine, I feel like as soon as I wore it, and even trying it on, like feathers started coming out. So I really feel like this fabric is a huge improvement, like the coating on the fabric. So yeah, there you go, TNA. Definitely invest in getting the newer version. So if you're smaller than me, the extra small would probably be good. My mom is about 5'4" and 100 pounds or 95 pounds, so she's tiny. So this is even spacious on her. So if you are in the market for a super puff, especially with the matte fabric, I would say definitely try and get the updated, newer version, because that coating on the fabric is really going to stop it from pilling, and it's going to, stop it mostly, I think, from the feathers coming out. It might also help with the pilling too. It just feels more structured. It feels like it's better quality. And I do trust my friend when she said that she had to like go and learn about the new super puff fabric and everything like that too. So I would look for the newer version, again, look for the thumb holes and look for the little TNA symbols on the buttons, as well as like the draw cord. That's what's going to sort of alert you that it's a newer 2020, 2021 version as opposed to last year's. And I'm not sure if they're going to go on sale during Black Friday. I feel like they didn't last year, but my friend Antonia said they did. But if they do, I think it's a great time to invest in it. I might actually get a new version of the long one too, just because I really do love it. I just don't love how it sheds so much. But if you have any questions, please leave them down below. I'll be more than happy to answer them, and I will see you in my next video.